up, over, left, hang, up, over.
Hi, I'm Siobhan with Exron Music, and we're here with Chloe Caillet.
Hello, how's it going? Hi, Siobhan.
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm good. Just had a fun show.
It was wild. You killed it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
Definitely high energy up there.
It was.
And it felt like a super global crowd.
Yes. I
Yeah.
was watching people in the crowd, and they looked like they were like losing their minds.
Yeah.
There was one guy that I think was having the time of his life.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely a couple.
Like front and center, he was going crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So let's get into it. You said that the French duo Daft Punk was a really defining musical influence for you, having moved to France as a kid and then living in New York growing up. And now you're in Paris, you're all over. Are there any other French DJs or European or anyone from outside the States you've been vibing with in your sets recently?
I mean, Daft Punk definitely shaped a lot of my musical interests. Kind of growing up between New York and Paris was really, Daft Punk was at the core of my musicality. I'd say other artists like Breakbot, Brodinski, Gesaffelstein, a lot of the Ed Banger DJs, like that was the first sound that I listened to when I was about 14 and I was like, what is this music? Like
Yeah.
hearing all these different grooves and I was lucky to live in Paris at the time. So actually I was out in the clubs where this music was playing and we were kind of listening it like in real time as the tracks were being released.
That's awesome.
So that was a lot for me as a kid, and I feel like today I still get inspired by the French groove and French house.
Yeah.
I'd say today there's a lot of amazing artists. I mean, obviously Mochak, who I just played with tonight, has really been vibing with mixing Brazilian funk, Brazilian grooves with more, house, more sort of Eastern, I'd say, groovy sort of house beats. There's an artist Matissa who's amazing. Obviously, Honey Dijon has always been a huge inspiration to me. Who else? There's an artist Isabella who's from Barcelona, who leads this queer party called Maricas, who's amazing. I mean, there's just so much good music being released right now. There's just so many great artists.
Can relate. My ears like can't keep up.
Yeah.
But you're also probably one of the most well-traveled DJs out there. But is there a venue or a country you haven't been to yet that you want to play in the future?
Japan, Tokyo. It's my dream to go play out there. Really, I'm a huge fan of the Japanese culture. I want to go buy records there. I love Japanese food. I love Japanese fashion. And I've never been, so
Neither am I.
I really, really hope to spend some time there next year.
All right, let's renew our passports.
Yes.
Well, you probably have yours. I should probably
My
renew
passport's
mine.
good to go for a while. Don't worry.
And because of that, has touring changed your perspective on traveling generally, like even for your vacations? And what are some things that you might carry in your carry-on at all times?
Wow. I mean, a crazy bag of supplements, vitamins.
Needed.
Yes. I mean, it's been hard. Like when I go on tour for a month, I try to go with a carry-on because waiting for checked-in luggage can take hours, and sometimes they lose your luggage. So I tend to pack very light. I tend to pack outfits that go with everything that can be mix and match. So like bottoms that can go with different tops and vice versa. But definitely the most important thing is lots of hard drives in case things get lost. Definitely really good supplements. And I would say some good face products because you never know what you're going to get in what countries. And definitely a spare set of headphones because we tend to lose those.
I think everyone does.
Yeah.
I've gone through a lot of pairs.
And fresh trainers. Every time I go for a long tour, I try and treat myself to a fresh pair of trainers.
I like that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite brand?
That's really hard.
Yeah.
It really changes, but I'd say I'm a Nike girl.
I
Yeah.
get that. I'm
Yeah.
with that. They're really
Even though
comfortable.
I'm wearing New Balances right now.
Okay,
but
we'll
yeah.
cut that. Don't worry. um, it has, and also, you just got back from Burning Man. Very
Yeah.
fun. What were some of your most memorable moments?
Wow. I mean, I've been going to Burning Man for a while. This year was special because I made a conscious decision actually not to play a lot. I only decided to play twice. out of 7 days, and just to kind of see what was different moments that were, let's say, spontaneous and felt right to play. Because I spend my year playing, and I kind of go to Burning Man actually not to work. I don't want to be on a schedule. And
Yeah.
actually, there was an amazing moment when I was out with all of my friends, and it's like the music isn't quite working for me. Like, let's go back. And my friend was like, I have DJ decks in my, in my camp. Let's go play. And I gathered all of my friends, and we went back, and I just played dancehall and sort of 80s and 90s music,
That's
and
so
maybe
fun.
early 2000s sort of R&B and classics. And like I had no headphones. The decks were so dusty I could barely see, and I was just playing like random tracks with random tracks. And we had this crazy dance off. Channing Tatum was there. It was a fun vibe.
No
It was really, really
way.
fun. Yeah, it
I'm
was.
shocked he was at Burning Man.
He was there. I spent a lot of time with him. He was dancing off. It was a great time.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Did
yeah,
he
yeah.
show off any of his
Definitely
Magic
gave
Mike
off some
moves?
magic mic moves. Yeah. I was like fist pumping. I was
Let's go.
like, yeah.
I am curious though. Is there a story behind the naming of Excess Records?
I mean, XS was a project I started a few years back. I think the idea was just like, what is dance music to us, you know? And for me, it's excess. It's like, it's a place that you can go and feel free in all forms and all shapes. And whatever excess means to you, it can be relatable to that.
Yes. I think I should put that on a shirt. I'll give you credit. You also went to a Beyonce show recently. I mean, we love the Queen. Are there any other artists that inspire you that are outside of like the EDM realm?
I mean, so many. I actually come from a world more, I'd say, of rock and roll, where I grew up listening to people like David Bowie, Pink Floyd, The Doors, Elvis Presley. All those artists have inspired me till today. And I guess today, in the, let's say, like modern day touring artist, I mean, I'm a big Rihanna fan.
Who
I think
isn't?
she's pretty badass. I do love Beyonce. Um, who else today? I would say Lady Gaga is pretty amazing. Rosalia is probably my favorite artist right now.
Yes.
I think what she's done with this recent album, and every album just keeps kind of surpassing itself creatively. The shows are incredible. Yeah, I'd probably say she's one of my most like inspiring artists today.
She has some moves on stage. I've been trying to
Yeah,
replicate her little sass,
it's
and it's
crazy.
just not the same.
I mean, the whole show, the way she just portrays her album live with the visuals, with the choreography, it's just like when you watch it. I mean, I've seen it a few times now because you played at the same festivals, and every time I'm like blown away, even though it's the same show.
Love it. Love it. Also Rihanna stan, also Lady Gaga, also
Yeah,
Rosalia.
I mean,
Like
I love female artists today are pretty badass, and there's a lot of them.
girl power.
Yeah,
You also have worked like a lot of jobs. One of them being at A&R at Lava Records.
yeah.
Um, and for to music director to a hotel line, to launching your own creative agency. How do you think all of those jobs have influenced your sound as an artist?
I mean, I think I learned a lot about the business of music, which I feel like today is so invaluable because as artists, we tend to get thrown around a little bit. But I feel like, being all of these jobs were in New York, and I'm born and raised in New York. So I learned a lot about how the music scene in New York is, which is diverse, which is doesn't matter if you're in the techno scene, the hip hop scene, the pop world, the rock world, everyone intertwines. And when I was especially doing music direction for a hotel and had to book artists and DJs and kind of program the music, it was like, how do you curate a night differently, and how do you build a vibe from a dinner party to a full on party? So I feel like it's really taught me how to build a room as a DJ, how to start from one person to a packed room, how to also curate different energies, how to work with different crowds, how to work with more of an underground community to a more commercial community. I feel like New York is really a melting pot of so many things. And having worked all of these jobs here has just given me like a real spectrum of the whole music industry.
Yeah, and we just saw you completely curate a room and take people from start to finish. So can attest, you're very good at
Thank
that.
you.
So we also might be a little bit biased as some of our team attended Sonar. But what was your favorite party of the summer?
That's a really hard question. I mean, Sonar was crazy. Like, it was my first, I'd say, proper headline festival show. I think there was 20,000 people there. I don't know.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it was packed. It was a big room. It was scary. It was big. It was great. I love Spain. I live partly in Spain, so for me, it's like I feel like there's such a good vibe out there.
Yeah.
I'd say Sonar Lost Village Festival was incredible. I had an extended set there, which was great because we don't get to do those a lot at festivals. Circo Loco on my birthday was really, really special. What else? My sunrise set at Robot Heart last week at Burning Man was really special. Yeah, those are sort of my major moments of the summer.
I love. And so I also want to congratulate you. You just got a residency at Pacha with Dixon. Huge.
That was a while ago.
Oh, let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah. That was actually 2019.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you've been doing for a bit now.
No, so it only was for one season, and then he stopped his residency.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he was a resident there with Transmoderna. That was kind of my first step into Ibiza.
Nice. Okay. So he kind of led you the way. And now you're there because you're headed
Definitely.
back, right?
Yeah, I played a few times at Pasha this summer. I have a queer queer collective called Extra. And we had our residency at Pasha in the Funky Room on Wednesdays with Bedouin.
Ooh, fun.
Which was really fun, yeah.
That sounds very fun. If you were going to curate your dream residency or a party, who would be there and what would it look like?
Hard to say. I don't know. I'm a big fan of sort of old school artists and I would say modern day new age artists. It's a hard one. There's so many people that I would love to have there. I mean, I'm a big fan of New Order. They'd be great to bring on. I would say like Honey Dijon is a huge, huge artist that I love. Jamie XX is a friend and also an amazing artist. Rami, Hi, Peach. Let me think. Wow, so many people.
I mean,
One
you
more
sold
bit.
me. I'll
Yeah.
be there when it happens. But that's awesome. So thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Again, we got Chloe Caillet here, and I'm Siobhan from Exron, and catch us later.
See you soon.
Bye.
Ciao.